Hi and welcome to Sci-Fi Fans, I'm your host Wayne. Today I'd like to talk to you about The Last Starfighter. If you haven't seen The Last Starfighter, it's an absolute classic film and it was made in 1984. It tells the story of Alex Rogan, who is recruited by an alien race to fight in an interstellar war. How was he recruited? Well, quite simply, Centurion, one of the aliens, has put out this flight simulator across the galaxy. That is called The Last Starfighter. Alex Rogan plays this, what he presumes to be video game, until he beats the highest score. This sends out a signal to the Centurion that there is a potential pilot in the ranks on planet Earth. So Centurion comes to Earth and effectively kind of kidnaps Alex Rogan, takes him off to space, and the story kind of develops from there. I was fortunate enough to talk to one of the stars of The Last Starfighter, Catherine Mary Stewart, and I'll leave a link in the description to that interview. So in the meantime, without further ado, here are my top 5 things that you didn't realise about The Last Starfighter. The star car that Centurion drives might look familiar to you. That is because it was based on a DeLorean. Now my understanding is that they wanted to use the DeLorean but they couldn't get permission, so they created their own version and they called it the Star Car. This is why it has the stainless steel body and the gull wing doors. One thing that I like about films is that they kind of play on the perception of the human mind. Think of the Communicator from The Phantom Menace, which was nothing more than a lady shaver, and you kind of get the impression. So one thing that they used in The Last Starfighter is a communicator. When Alex Rogan is given his communicator, this is actually the insides of a digital watch. Before we get to the next point of trivia, I'd just like to introduce Bandit, who's joined us. Sadly, this would be Robert Preston's final appearance on the big screen as he passed away in March 1987. The Last Starfighter isn't a film that I would think could be easily translated into a musical. However, they didn't stop it from being made into a musical production in 2007 for the New York Musical Theatre Festival. The spaceship used by the second Zando Zan assassination beast was designed by Ron Cobb, but it is linked to Alien from 1979. What is the link, I hear you ask? Well, Ron Cobb actually submitted this design of a ship for the concept of Alien. It was rejected before it got made into production, so Ron Cobb reused the idea and the ship for The Last Starfighter. If you enjoy my videos on movie trivia, then you'll probably enjoy what's coming up in August. I have decided to build an R2-D2 unit from Fan Home. This is the unit that I shall be building, and this is a life-size picture. So as you can see, it's going to be quite big. Half scale, this is the actual size, and it's made by Fan Home. I have episodes, or I have issues 1 and issues 2 already. I also have a couple of other issues, and I'm going to start building R2-D2 in August. So please stay tuned for those, and it'll be a complete review of each magazine as I get them and the parts as I build him. So please stay tuned and don't forget to come back and subscribe. That way you won't miss a single episode of the R2-D2 build from Fan Home. Thank you very much for watching this little ad for future content. And that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to hear more about The Last Starfighter, I did interview Catherine Mary Stewart. Link is in the description to that interview there. I also do regular podcasts and daily TikTok videos as well. If you want to check them out, then the link will be in the description as well below. Thank you so much for watching, and do suggest comments or leave a comment on what you thought about this video in the box below, and I'll read those comments and reply accordingly. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.